Hello, this is the LEGO Jurassic World T-Rex Dinosaur Fossil Exhibition set. This is based on the Camp Cretaceous show, or derived from the Camp Cretaceous show, which is an animated series on Netflix that is canonical to the Jurassic World cinematic universe, if you will, but I personally have not seen the show yet. In addition to the T-Rex fossil display and a couple of minifigures, this comes with a baby Triceratops in a new color and this little tray thing over here, which we'll look at more closely later on. But first I want to focus on this. I like the overall approach to this very much because this is quite literally a standard LEGO T-Rex head mold set, two pieces. You can open and close the mouth like that, and there are in between spots where you can hold it, so I just kind of had it in between, but that's fully open there. So this really looks like it's going for the appearance of a LEGO T-Rex skeleton, the skeleton of a LEGO T-Rex in particular, which I think was the right way to go with this. The color scheme feels like it's all over the place though, doesn't it? Especially these legs. The legs look very blocky to me. I like the tan. I can understand the white being used as an accent color. I understand something darker being used in there as well, like the dark tan. But then the nougat, the medium nougat color there, and all the black. There's too much black. The black is intended to represent negative space. So you're not supposed to see the black. Just imagine the black isn't there, can you? I can't. I can imagine it just a little bit for the feet down here, but in all of this space up here, I have trouble with that. In spite of that, I kind of like this. I like the approach so much. There's a lot of charm there with, again, not seeing it as, or not presenting it as a LEGO T-Rex fossil, a LEGO version of a T-Rex fossil, but rather a fossil of a LEGO T-Rex. I like that. Now you can adjust the head since this is the original set of molds. You can make the head go up. You can make the head go down. It's got little tiny arms that only go in and out, which don't do really much. You can pose these ribs a little bit if you want. It does feel like it could have used another rib or two in there for more detail. And look, there are all these joints for the legs as well. So you can bring this up. You can bring it down a little bit. As a matter of fact, you can take the whole thing off its stand and you can have it walking around a little bit. So if you want to go night at the museum with this and have it take off and chase folks around, you can. And I think that's cool. That's the right way to do it. Now, the feet, cheater pieces, big time, not fun to look at there. But if you have enough imagination as a toy, I think this works. And I think that bringing it to life is a nice and fun thing, and this is displayable enough. The stand, meanwhile, is really well done. This feels relatively premium. That is a sticker, but it looks really good. You know, it's a well chosen design, well implemented, and then the rest of the stand just doesn't even use that many pieces. It goes together really quickly, but it presents the whole thing well. Just really quickly, I wanted to show you just how far this can lean forward on its stand to bring it more in line with modern understandings of how T-Rex stood and moved about. You can't get it to lean any farther forward without splaying the legs out, in which case it's suddenly no longer going to fit properly on the stand. But if you wanted to display this separately or do a little bit of customization or just be more open to doing things not the way they're supposed to be, you can potentially bring this up another click or so, and then bring the head up. You can start to get into more of that sort of look. That might be leaning forward a little bit too much, but those options are available to you, just not on the stand, I think. Real quick, here's that stand or cart. Again, I haven't seen the show, so I don't know if this was a reference to something in particular, but it looks to me like something that would just show up in the museum type setting as an exhibit of its own. But you got the egg over here, tan color, nice to see. That's a sticker obviously in the back, and then they've got the small representation of a tooth there that's shown on the illustration. Interestingly, that sticker, it doesn't follow the standards that I'm used to, the LEGO standards for stickers. It's much smaller, which makes for easier application for kids. But then the other sticker on the main plaque sticker for the main T-Rex display is the standard size. So that was just a little bit of an odd quirk there, but overall I feel like this does fine for what it is. And then here is the new baby Triceratops. This is the second color that we've gotten for this mold set, sand blue this time. The first one was green. Keep bringing these out more and more and more. I love me some baby Lego Triceratops. They have been cute since they first introduced the look of them in the Lego Jurassic World game. And this mold and the print style, the design is good. It's dual molded, triple molded actually, with the tan color, the white color, and then the main body color of the sand blue being all molded in, and also prints on top of that. You can remove the center, so if you want to make it look like somebody is riding on it, you can, or you can replace this tile with a 1x2 plate, not included in the set, but you can do that and then make it look like somebody is riding on top of it, and it'll actually be connected. Yes, please, yes, please, yes, please. All good. More of these. Thank you. And in affordable sets at that. The figures are Darius on the left, and on the right is Owen Grady. Now, it's unfortunate that Owen, is here at all, because as I understand it, again, not having seen the show yet, but I've heard this very consistently, that Owen is not really part of this show. It is from the same universe, but it's not an Owen show. It's not an Owen and Claire show, but clearly somebody with some power has a directive out there that Lego is not going to be putting out any Jurassic World universe sets without Owen and or Claire. So there's Owen, and it's a really good looking Owen figure with lots of details. It's unfortunate that the actual member of the main cast on the left, Darius, doesn't get something super nice for a figure. Now, the design for the torso is fine. It's pretty good, but unfortunately the undershirt is underprinted. It is far too see-through. It almost looks tan. It's supposed to be bright white. It's very, very obvious in person. I like the print around the back, though. That looks, it's simple enough, but it looks pretty good. Always nice to get another torso that is not branded in particular. You know, it doesn't have an in-universe brand, doesn't have a real IP brand, so that can be used for just any regular person around town. I like that. And I do like the alternate expressions for both of these. These are the few leftover pieces, and it's nice to get an extra one of these because I don't think I've seen that in tan before, just a regular tan. Nor have I seen the ones used for the toes in tan before, but those don't come as spares. They're too large of a piece, and as you can see, the sticker sheet just had those two entries. I paid $30 US for this set, and honestly, I'm not mad at that. I think I'm completely okay with that. For what you get here, I'm just so used to dinosaur stuff and large animal stuff in general from Lego being so expensive to get a genuine, molded little one here, and then a brick built with molded head larger dino here as well, even though it's not the same as getting their fully smooth living version. Still, it feels pretty good to me. The inclusion of Owen, oh well, if you don't like it, you don't feel the need for it, then use the parts for something else or something. It's not a bad figure though. Just probably a lot of people who collect a lot of Jurassic World stuff will end up with 1,000 different Owens. Oh well. Overall, I'm not mad at this at all. A lot of things I feel can be easily modified here to make it look better, but as a toy as it's intended to be, not an expert level thing, I think it's presented really well and gives you a lot of possibilities for imaginative play as well with all that function, articulation and everything. It's pretty cool. I like what they did here as well. So let me know what you think about it. If you have any thoughts, feel free to share them down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.